So now for the next routines, we move to the wall. And the first of three, we're doing two routines and they've both got three exercises that build. The first one in this routine here is a push-up on the wall, as you can see, with both feet flicking up. So it's a hamstring curl with a strong leg extension pushing down to the ground. So curl up, both feet flick up out of the water and then power down to the floor. So both upper body and lower body are getting a good workout here. We're working with 30-second interval music with 10-second break in between.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The second is just a strong push-up on the wall. Holding head up high, which I'm not doing so well here, but you want to hold your head up high, come down for the ribs to touch the wall, and then push back up. So strong through the upper body and triceps. Big, strong push up and down. You can either keep your legs straight in the water or bend at the knee and hold the legs in position there, but you keep pushing through for the 30 seconds. This is a high-powered workout, so if these exercises aren't suitable for your participants, you want to adapt them to make them suitable for them. Here comes the third. So now we're pulling up, big push-up, sitting on the wall. The first I do 4 on one side, turning to my strong side, so I'm taking my hand off the wall. If you notice now, I'll go to the other side, and I'm keeping my hand on the wall, which is allowing me to spin a little bit faster. What's most important is that you remember to turn both ways. Remind participants to do one each side. And if you want to work even harder, jump it up, bring one foot up on the wall as if you're jumping out of the water. Okay, for the second routine of 3 exercises. We're staying in the water for this one. First one is a flutter kick with strong sculling hands. Our goal here is to keep your pelvis, your lower back and your bottom against the wall and to hold your body upright. Common mistake here is that people push the middle of their back or their upper back into the wall and they let their hips slouch. But what you want to do is stick your bottom out and push your bottom into the wall and sit upright. Now again, that's working upper and lower body, so it's a really strong exercise. For the next though, we're turning around, putting feet flat on the wall, just below the hip line, making sure the heels are as close to the wall as possible. A slight bend in the knees, and then we're breaststroking into the wall. So as much power as possible through that breaststroke to keep the feet flat against the wall. And the goal through this whole 30 seconds is to lift the rib cage up and stay upright and tall through the torso. So you're pulling the water, whipping the hands around in a strong breaststroke, pull, and staying up tall. So it's a big challenge for the core to keep the body upright. For the last of these 3, we're now going to do what JSP calls, JSP famous in Australia, Murray River, pushing off the wall and then swimming back. So it's a dog paddle back. Keep hands in the water, keep arms in the water, dog paddle back. And you can either kick the legs out alternating or do anything else. I would refrain from doing breaststroke kick because if you've got participants close to each other, that wide circular action of a breaststroke kick may have people kicking each other. The most important thing for this 30 seconds is you move forwards and backwards away from the wall with a strong push off, staying suspended the whole time. Okay, so here are 3 exercises that you can include in that wall work if you choose to do it in partners. So what I do sometimes is I'll split the group up into 2. I'll have one on the wall and then one away from the wall. And so one person works on the wall for 30 seconds while the other person will do an activity behind them. And in this instance, I'm showing you a star jump with the arms working in the opposite direction to the legs. Another option is a plyometric jump where both feet are pushing out. The idea here is to be creative. So one person works for 30 seconds on the wall and then the partners change. The second person comes to the wall and then the first person goes away from the wall and they keep alternating with that wall work. So while they're not on the wall, they're doing another exercise. So this one is just working forwards, backwards in the water. The idea here is to either give participants a rest or to keep their heart rate up and challenge them. So the suspended work, obviously, it keeps the heart rate